Hello everyone, Mike Lowe here, SimSportsGaming.com, Episode 8, the Detroit Tigers MLB The Show 20 franchise stream here. The most recent video of the series, if you missed it, it was a 1-month recap, just kind of going over how everything's looking here, over the really the evolution of this slider set all the way up to version 1.5, which is what we're looking at again here. For today's stream, I think the only really thing I'm keeping an eye on at this point, I guess as far as like big ticket items, is probably just ensuring that the AI pitching, or I'm sorry, the AI hitting is dangerous enough, but also not too unrealistic. I'm getting some mixed reviews on that in a good way. I mean, I think mixed reviews is kind of the idea, right? We want to see a little bit of variety happening because there's a lot of different variables, player skill, the team you're using, and so on. So I talked a lot of that in really that recap episode. But this episode here, episode 8, a lot going on here with the Tigers. Probably the first really exciting series that we have here as the season starts to take shape, because we are playing the first place Royals. And again, it's very, very early. The division here, the American League Central, has been very pedestrian so far. A lot of teams hovering at or just below 500 there. And so the Tigers are one of those teams. But a 3-game series, weekend series here with the Royals. I am on Friday, May 1st, so a little ahead of the real life schedule here. And yeah, I just figured we'd start this next stream here with a really important series, and it should be a pretty fun game. We are, I think, 0-5 this season against the Royals. They've beaten us every single time and pretty badly in those games. So we are headed to KC in this, and it should be a pretty tough matchup. So again, if you want more information on the slider set, the details are up on operationsports.com. The slider sets themselves are in the vault, which you can download in-game. And again, thanks for all the positive feedback on those. And again, I'm glad they're working out. I get a lot of messages on Operation Sports, private messages in the thread itself, Twitter, the SSG channel, on Discord. It's all over the place. So you can help us out the most by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button there. That's super helpful, and it should ping you when we're streaming not only this franchise, but some other games that we've been playing. Most notably, NFL Head Coach, which has been a lot of fun, kind of building this around the week of the NFL Draft. And I'm going to be starting another series with NCAA Football 14, I think. Probably do a replay of the 2019 college football season with updated rosters and kind of pick a team with everybody, and probably stream that once a week or so. We'll see how that one goes too. So again, no real set schedule for just that. I know Wednesday nights and Sunday nights are still good. I'm just not positive on what game and if it'll still be like MLB The Show twice a week. But now that everyone's kind of getting settled into their own franchises, again, I can probably kind of peel back a little bit on MLB The Show. I think people are settling into where they want to be as far as comfort zone goes for this franchise. So again, thanks for tuning in. We're going to jump into some gameplay here very, very shortly. But if you do have questions as we go, please ask, and I'm happy to do my best to answer. Yeah, we should be a pretty good game here. So again, 3-game series, and then it's back home against Colorado. That starts a really long homestand against 3 different teams. So yeah, time to jump right into things. So let's go back and simulate the day's games. And we're doing okay on complete games, so if we get some here, that's perfectly fine. And you want to be around, I don't know, 45 to 50 for the season. So again, divide that over 6 months. That's about roughly where you want to be. It just depends how much you care about that sort of thing. That's one of the things that the game just won't handle properly out of the gate. But again, we looked at a lot of those different stats and whatnot in the recap episode, which was kind of the last one we did. So be sure to check that out. That is on the SSG YouTube channel there. So and it's a pretty short video, maybe 10 or 15 minutes or something like that, where we just went over the 1-month recap. So again, May 1st, big game here for the Tigers. Of course, we're in the midst of scouting. I got all my scouts all over the place. Really just starting to kind of compile now. We've done some scouting of players, but I said, hey, let's just get out and start finding some more players, because we're starting to run out of time. We got about a month left, so I want to make sure we're spending the time scouting the right players. Because we have the first overall pick, and I don't want a superstar to show up here who we haven't scouted, because that's going to be a really, really scary and risky pick. So real quick, let's just make sure we didn't get a crazy influx of these. We didn't get any, so that's fine. And it's not Michael Fulmer. I have to get my rotation back in order because it's kind of out of whack here, but it should be, I think it's actually Matthew Boyd today, I think. So I'll have to adjust that. But We are facing Jorge Lopez, so we can get a quick look at him. I always encourage this, just spending just a couple seconds looking at the pitcher you're about to face. His primary pitch is a knuckle curve. He still throws a pretty hard fastball at 95. Not a ton of stamina. He doesn't have any quirks on the season. He's been hit around quite a bit, but he's still striking guys out. So I bet you he has probably his fielding independent area is going to be a little more favorable. Yep, and it is. So he is not as bad as he looks. He's been susceptible to the long ball, though. He's given up some home runs, and you can see his home run per 9 rating is pretty low there. So that's something we'll keep in mind as we assemble our lineup here and try to get our first win against a really tough Royals team, first place Royals team. So it should be a really, really fun game. Overcast is the weather. So again, it is Matthew Boyd here. So let me back out and actually fix this because I'm sick of these always being off. I don't really care what the order shows in the game. Actually, it does matter because he gets the morale boost for being an ace. So anyway, I'll have to sort it out next time we get an off day or something. But it will be Matthew Boyd. And clear skies now. The weather has suddenly changed. Bullpen, just about everybody but Buck Farmer is available. But Matthew Boyd, again, has been a little bit rough for us. So it's kind of the tale of two pitchers who've struggled a little bit thus far. This is a Friday game. Victor Reyes might need a day off, but I really, really hope he can make it through this series. If not, we'll probably give him a little rest on Sunday. But otherwise, it's really business as usual. We're getting some better production out of guys. I do think Christian Stewart's a good matchup today because of his power against righties. As we saw, susceptible to the home run is the Kansas City starter. And I know I see some comments popping up here. I'll get to those in just a moment, guys. Let me get the lineup going. Jeimer Candelario. It's always a guy I don't mind taking out of the lineup. Harold Castro has been so good. Maybe we play him at third base, but it's also nice having him as a pinch hitter. But I think today, because what's his face is Matthew Boyd's a pretty good strikeout pitcher. I think we could actually put Harold Castro in today and really even move him up in the lineup and get some guys on base here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just bump these guys up like that. And so Nico Gooderman's good protection against lefties, as you can see, so I like him being around Christian Stewart. And Cameron Maben actually has more of a build of a left-handed hitter, so I think he's kind of a good fit in between those guys. Austin Romine, sure, he can catch because I think Rogers caught the last game. So this looks like a pretty good lineup. Let me, let's just jump into the game here, and I'll check the comments here as we get started. But hope everyone's doing well. Sunday today. Yeah, I mean, I usually do them Wednesdays and Sundays. I knew I was taking last Wednesday off. So the last MLB The Show stream was last Sunday, and I had mentioned on Wednesday I was going to do that NFL head coach one to get that started on the eve of the draft. So that was really fun. Can we get a quick minors look? Like what, Ryan? I can check after the game. I just don't know what you mean. Because I don't really think... Well, I went through the minors a little bit on the stream, the previous one, I think. MLB gameplay, yep, for sure. And what would I be willing to give up for Josh Bell? I don't know. Yeah, I mentioned that in the recap. That's a player I think would be a really good fit, but I don't know yet because I don't know what this team is. It's May 1st. I think the earliest you really know kind of where your team is heading is the middle of May. I mean, we'll know a lot even after this series a little bit, but it's just really early. The difference with Josh Bell is that he's a player that we could definitely build around. He's not a one-year rental. He would be a really good fit. I mean, having a switch hitter in Comerica Park is so nice because of the spacious outfield. So it just depends. I haven't even looked to see what they would want. So let's see. Yeah, sometimes, Jorge Lopez being wild, sometimes that happens. The consistency is a little bit lower. That's to help generate some hit by pitches and stuff that you wouldn't see on default. And again, that's real baseball. I mean, there's guys, and your pitchers will be the same way. So, yeah, Ryan, remind me at the end. We can take a look there. Again, it's even smaller sample size to look at for the minor leaguers because they start a week or two, about 2 weeks or so, right, later than the MLB guys. So it's just too early to really look. So, I mean, I've seen some things. By the way, as I mentioned on the recap stream, make sure you adjust your trade frequency now as you get into the second month. But again, this is optional. I had some more messages on Operation Sports today privately asking like, hey, can I adjust this? Like, yes, please. Like, some people were saying, I've tried some other slider sets. They say you absolutely can't do this. I shouldn't do this. And I just find that just completely wrong, to force people to do anything. First off, we're talking about a video game. Number two, if you think it's something that can work for you, do it. Try it. The worst that happens, I mean, put wind up to 10 for a game. It's not going to really make a huge difference. It might be kind of fun. So, little things like that aren't going to matter. There's nothing set in stone. I'm not forcing you or making you do anything with this slider set. I mean, guys, we're talking about a video game slider set here. It's not a big deal. So I feel bad because I have people who are like legit getting stressed out over some of this stuff. Yeah, don't believe everything you read, I guess, in the slider forums there. So, but anyway, that is something I do. You don't have to. You can jack that up to 10 all season or keep it at 0 if you want. I mean, some people are running college leagues, so maybe they want to keep that at 0. Obviously, it's just totally depends on what you want to do. Did that save? I didn't read that message. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Oh wait, did they both save? Oh yeah, it's pickoffs. Okay. All right, here we go. Big game. Big game. Commentary off, because the commentary is, I mean, just Heidi Watney alone, it's just impossible to listen to. Nothing against her person. I've actually never even seen her on a broadcast. Pretty much only watch my Tigers, but or the playoffs. But I wish her the best. I'm sure she's great, but gosh, it's just terrible in this game. It's not that it's her, obviously. It's just the implementation of her is just god awful. It's so bad. It's worse than the bullpen AI. Big game, Jorge Lopez. So again, a little wild for Lowe Wavy, saying that he was pretty wild. He faced this guy today. Oh, let's see though. No home runs for Victor Reyes.
The center fielder, Victor Reyes.
So again, that knuckle curve. Probably going to see it here on that first pitch. Nope. Now his 95-mile-an-hour fastball comes in pretty slow, it seems. I think I've talked about that. It's probably an optical illusion. I don't want to start a conspiracy theory, but it does seem like 95 from some guys looks different than 95 from others. There's that knuckle curve. So that's his primary pitch. That's the pitch I wanted to kind of wait and see what it looks like. And it's kind of a fast diving curveball. It's got a little bit more velocity than a traditional curveball. There it is again. It hangs though. You hung that one a little bit. It was just outside. It definitely hangs. So if you can recognize that pitch up in the zone, that's going to be right over the plate. Now see that right there, if that was that knuckle curve, I would have swung at that, but it was not. No, same thing there. If it starts over the plate-ish, probably going to dive out of the zone. Ah, that was a little too close to take. Ooh, he's got some speed. Oh, let's see that replay. Excellent. I'm glad. They're pretty good about bringing these up at the right time. I would still like the opportunity to decide myself if I'd like to bring this up. Like, you should be able to do this on any play. Get there. Oh, that's really close. I'm going to challenge it just in case. I've never seen two of these in one game, so. That was actually hard to tell. I need my glasses. I'm an umpire. I'm blind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers are challenging the previous play.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I think he's safe. All right. Nice. That'll be an error. It should be, at least.
Upon video review, the call of outs at first base has been overturned, and
they ruled it a hit.
Batter ruled safe.
Wow. All right. This guy's primary pitch is knuckle curve, right? Could definitely be looking to steal here.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
This could be a decent hit and run, but I don't really think we need to do that. Felt like there was some wind on that. Let's see what our wind's doing today.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
The wind. Where's the wind? It's not there yet. Why isn't it showing the wind? Is there just no wind at all? That's weird.
Cabrera.
Ooh. I got on it real quick.
Runner! Ball one. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Alright, so we picked the right pitch to run on. The knuckle curve. And it was a ball. It wasn't a great throw, so.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Jonathan Jones.
Scope's starting to hit a little bit better. That road worry cork, there it is, right? You can literally see it in action there. Much better player on the road. He's a breaking ball hitter. He's a good matchup today. Just looking for a gap here. I'd love to just find a gap, even if it's a long single, score that run easily. Oh, that was just too good to pass up, but quickly, all right, 1-1. I see the knuckle curve here. Yep, that's out of the zone. Good fastball, react breaking ball. Talked about it in the slider thread this week. That's the first changeup. Outside changeup in this game looks a little bit like a slider. And how do you figure that out? Just lots of practice. Oh, that was too high. Ooh, good pitch. Well, story of the Tigers season, at least in the early going here. Runners in scoring position, we've struggled. But we don't have a lot of clutch hitters as far as rating is concerned, so that's how it goes sometimes. Our pitching's been helping us, though. It depends. Yeah, I almost always use a standard steal. You can, yeah, you can skip seeing her, so it'll kind of jump back to the game a little bit quicker. I mean, she's still talking in the background most of the time, but obviously you won't hear it because it's off. I'm just checking some comments here. Yeah, she comes on. Yeah, it's just bad, and it was bad last year, and like they didn't really improve it much. It's just really, really weird. Any tips for stealing? I mean, yeah, just pick your spots and make sure you're using the right kind of players. Know the catcher you're up against. I mean, it's just traditional baseball kind of, just basic stuff you'd think about in stealing in real life. Yeah, it is definitely playing with flair, and that's why I put pickoff so high, because I think otherwise you'd have people taking advantage of it. And also because the AI, I mean, we throw over all the time, right? If I watch other people's streams, we're always, if the AI steps off, we throw over. And I want them to do the same. I want them to hold you guys to that. So I don't always take it. If I absolutely, like, I would do it if it's something like I already have a 2-run lead and it's the 9th inning, leadoff guy got on, and maybe the first guy tried to bunt and he gets out or something. And I say, I just really want to get this guy over. I might risk it then, because if I don't get it, I still got the lead going into the bottom of the 9th. But yeah, you got to be really careful with it, or the guy's got to have like really, really good, stealing, base running ability, that sort of thing, so that he can get back on some of those. But tell you what, don't do it too many times, even with a good player. They will get you. So, do you steal with a standard? Yeah, I just mentioned I use standard lead typically. Oh, I see, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. You're collecting the questions here. Yep. Do I ever max out pitch speed? The slider? No, I don't do that. Nope. I know some people do, and again, go for it. If it works for you, I'm totally fine with that.
Leading up
I think it's super important for people to take control of their own settings a little bit. I mean, this set here is just to help people get a good base. I know it's intimidating to try and probably do all of it yourself, but making a little tweak here and there, if you're not seeing enough power, take a guess what slider you should increase. Power. If you're making too much contact, maybe lower timing or lower contact itself, or increase pitch speed. So again, just do it in little things. You don't need to, think of like the mathematical, the challenges you're going to provide yourself if you start moving like 7 things at once. I mean, it's just exponentially, it gets harder to track. So just start small. You don't need to restart. Again, I had people messaging today talking about like, I've restarted my franchise. Why? Baseball is so imperfect. What's the point? I mean, if you just keep restarting, you're just going to drive yourself nuts. So, anywho, here we go. Kelvin Gutierrez up first. 415 batting average. This guy's not even that good. What the hell's going on? These Royals are just a really good team. I'm almost always early with my pitches. I was late there with Boyd, that is. I had trouble pitching with him, and it shows. He's not been very good for me. So I'd rather be just late than just early. And this foul ball there. That's how it usually is, early, but it's just a waste pitch. Should get to that. Ooh, look at that crazy route. Man, I wish this game would be intelligent enough to let you train players at new positions. Like him being a right fielder. He should get better at center. And I wish the AI teams would do it too. Or even just switch them. But I feel like it's a huge disadvantage if I'm the only team that's editing positions. And number 2, I don't like to do... I have 30 team control on, but I try to use it very limited because I don't want to sit here all day and edit the AI teams. I just don't care. I want to just play baseball and have it be as realistic as we can in a respectable amount of time.
That's a ball.
Oh, I'm always late now with him, but it's okay. 3-0, damn. So I like to use full effectiveness on all 3-ball counts just to make it a little harder to throw strikes. Leads to more walks. But again, you don't have to. All fastballs is at bat. He's hard to strike out, but I bet you if we throw him a change up here, we might get a swing and a miss. Almost. Ooh, nice job, Nico Goodwin. Yeah, I agree. A lot of the players do have really bad steal ratings. It's really weird. I'm not saying every guy should be able to just steal bases left and right, but it is strange. Because really, base stealing is more about opportunity, unless you're just sick fast. But it's more about picking your spots. And that's a lot of the reasons why teams, coaches, all the way down to Little League and stuff, this is why coaches make the decisions on it, right? Because they're kind of focused on more of the time and knowing the best opportunities to do it. Yeah, the regression is a little harsh in this game. At the same time, ratings don't always tell the whole story. So Whit Merrifield, good hitter, likes fastballs. So throwing him a curveball here, probably a good idea. But it doesn't mean you can't throw them fastballs. You get too predictable in either direction, they'll catch on. Should be 1, 2, 3 inning. can't even take a proper route to the dugout. He really is lost out there in center field. CJ Cron, 2 home runs in the last game in New York there. A 3-1 win, in which all 3 of our runs came on solo shots. That was nice to see for once. So even though his primary pitch is a curveball, he's still looking fastball, reacting to breaking ball.
Ball, that's out. Ball.
That's a good pitch.
We got full count.
Oh yeah, good pitch. I thought that might have been a slider going out.
Batting fifth.
He wasn't expecting
The
it there.
fielder, number 4, Cameron Maben.
1-0. Two balls, no strikes. Nope.
3-0. Oh, nice play. I was wondering if that was going to drop. Timing on that seemed pretty good, though.
Batting seventh. The
Got
shortstop,
jammed a little bit.
Nico Goodrum.
Boy, if that got by him, though. A risky play. Well, with 2 outs. Well, that didn't work out. That was a changeup. I thought it was going to drop a little bit lower. Alright, well. Typical Tigers game this year. Not a lot of offense for this team, at least. Yeah, I have trouble with Boyd. I totally agree.
Leading up for the Royals, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Again, guys, but have you tried playing with guys in the 60s? Like, you can have success with players who are rated 66 if you use them in the right situation and the quirks and whatnot. So, I get what you're saying, but it doesn't mean their careers are over. People are too hung up on overall ratings. You're too hung up on it. That takes into everything. Their speed, their fielding. If you have a guy at DH, who the hell cares what his fielding and speed is? Again, I mean, it's a little bit more than that. Even something as simple as like a player's windup or their swing. I mean, I think we all have players that we feel a little more comfortable with. So don't get too hung up on that.
Nope.
Yeah, I have the darndest time with his windup. It's so crazy.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, he's a fastball hitter. I put it up high thinking he might not be thinking up there, but
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Hunter Dozier.
Ball one, no strikes. Yeah! One ball, two strikes. 2-2 to count.
Batting sixth, the catcher.
Go.
Victor Reyes, the right fielder, in center. Joe Castro, kind of utility guy at third today. So no power here. It's tough to get strikeouts with a guy if you're not hitting the timing really well. Def like that right there. I mean, it just really impacts it. And yeah, boy, that had the darndest time. So, you know, see a guy I'd move at the trade deadline? Yeah, sure. I just can't pitch with him.
One ball, two strikes to count.
But just trying to work it out. It's almost, it almost simulates like a pitching coach having a bad relationship with a player or something. Like, yeah, it's just not working out here.
Seven, the first baseman,
Good against Earl.
number 66.
Guys, I'm having a ton of fun with that NFL head coach franchise. If you haven't checked out those episodes, we just finished basically free agency, the pre-draft free agency, so kind of the bigger names, and be heading into the draft on the next episode. Probably do that maybe tomorrow. Let's see.
Ball.
So 2 outs, lefty on lefty here. Power, but as long as we can keep the ball out of the middle of the zone, should be okay. There we go. He hasn't really called the slider much.
Two balls, two strikes.
Oh gosh, just cannot throw strikes with this guy. I cannot hit the meter. I'm gonna keep throwing that slider. He's been swinging at it non-stop.
He's out.
Let's skip the home run replay. Again, the game's presentation gets a little bit repetitive.
The left fielder, number 14.
So much they could be doing with this game. And it's a good game, but gosh, there's just so much more they could be doing.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Talked about it on Ryan's podcast, our moderator here. Just again, more dirty baseball. At least having the option for it. Like I really like what the NHL series did, even though it's not really like implemented great, but they have like the even arcade setting, you have kind of like a balanced setting or like a competitive setting. I think Madden does this too, right? And you have like a sim setting, but again, it just doesn't really reflect it exactly. Like I'd like it to see include like different animations. Like a sim setting should have just all kinds of different stuff. It should have like a deeper broadcast and or at least the options to kind of turn things on and off like that, like how you want. You turn her on or off. I don't know. She must have a hell of an agent.
No, that's low.
Because again, I'm sure she's terrific in real life, but man, the implementation is really bad in this game with her. And it's a disservice because now you have all these baseball fans who like probably hear her name and like think of this game and it's like, oh, this is terrible. So like, I mean, truly, like it is a disservice to her. It's really unfortunate.
That's ball three.
Well, another runner would probably beat that out, but not our catcher.
The batter, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
It's a good bunter. Third baseman is playing back.
Count 1-0. Hey!
Oh man, just stale at bats today. The Royals, I'm telling you, they just have our number. But when you're trailing, it's not hitting that matters most. It's not hitting that matters most. Oh, she's going to talk about the Royals? Yeah. So you see some of the Royal stats here. Who'd have thought? They're having a really nice year. Not too shabby. But it's not hitting that necessarily matters the most when you're losing. I mean, to a point it does, obviously.
For the Royals,
But really pitching, right? Keeping this a one-run game, not letting it get into a 4 or 5-run game. That's actually a decent pitch.
batting ninth. The
I
left
just
fielder,
can't strike guys out with Boyd. It's crazy because he's got a 78 K per 9. Really nice pickoff move though, so.
Oh, that's inside. Nope, that's inside.
Ooh, terrible pitch.
2 balls,
Got him
1
to
strike.
swing out though.
Count. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kelvin Gutierrez.
Oh, and 1. Safe. Oh, and 2.
Gosh, that's a terrible pitch. I just cannot use the meter with him. Tempted just to turn it off when he starts, but it's interesting that some others have trouble with it. It's almost like it's just a bad animation or something. 'Cause I'm not even close. A lot of other pitchers I'm fine. There's a couple of guys on this team I'm just awful at pitching it. There's one. Like, why can't you just do that over and over? Look at that. 2 in a row. To dig out. Oh, isn't this Soler though?
Now batting, center
Oh, it's
fielder,
not. Quick Merrifield. A good hitter. Soler on deck.
Merrifield.
1-0.
Damn. I hate playing the Royals. It's
Up next
pesky.
to the Royals, the designated hitter, Jorge.
It wasn't even
Lowe.
a good swing. Well, gotta focus here, though.
Ball, that's out. Ball 2.
I'm not throwing him a single fastball. Just like that. Oof, my goodness. Backup third baseman, too. Well, should say, as far as defense goes, he's not a very good defender. Lucky there. Alright, well, still gotta score runs.
Leading off for the Tigers, the third baseman, Harold Castro.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike. Aye.
It's a pitch you probably could just dump in the left field.
Ball, that's just out.
But it's not in a big rush to swing just yet.
Count is 3-2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Count 1-0. Two and 0. Ball, that's low.
It's very rare when I'll swing in 3-0.
Hey.
I've noticed Miguel Cabrera is the only player that does that animation. He's done it probably like 7 or 8 times. He's the only one on my team I've seen do it. I don't know if that's like tied to like a personality thing or something. Ah, move that over.
Oh.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jonathan Schoen.
Yeah, I like those ideas for more dirty baseball. These are good ones.
Hey.
And the second changeup. He's thrown.
Nope. Outside.
Ooh.
Outside, that's the ball.
Runners on base, I might have tried to poke that over the right, but 2 outs, looking for a little bit better pitch. Yeah, nice pitch. Just reading the chat here. Let's see what's going on. Daniel, who did I sign in the NFL one? Tune in on the next one and I'll go over it again. I don't want to take up the time on the stream for it. But that stream's been super fun. That game's just been a lot of fun to play. But pretty much, I talked about it. It was definitely in the last episode I did today, earlier. So you can, that's just about an hour, that episode. So, Cartoon Faces, you just start a fantasy draft and back out of it, and it keeps the rosters intact. Oh yeah, thank you, Daniel. You answered that. Yeah, you won't be able to do it if you didn't start. I mean, technically, I guess you could trade every single player and trade them back. That would also do it, but it's kind of tedious, I guess. All right, jumping back into things here. Oh. Okay, boys, gotta be better. We all have to start hitting a little bit better.
Hunter. Dozier.
You see, when I try to overcorrect his delivery, and then I'm late. Like, it's just really hard to pitch with. That was better. Doesn't really seem to matter. He just hasn't been good for us, but there is some reality to that. I mean, he was really hot in the beginning of the year, and I was begging the Tigers to trade him because the guy's, what, 28? And then he started cooling off, giving up a ton of home runs, and it's like, oh God, why do we hold on to this guy? Nothing against Matthew Boyd. I like him. I think he's a solid pitcher, but what the hell do we need him for? It's like stock. You've got to sell it while it's worth something.
No, he's in there. Whoa, that's inside.
Terrible pitch. I love just the casual jog and then dive. That's it. Fielder run speed. I get a lot of questions about this. Like, hey, my players are doing this. Guys, that's the game. I don't program the animations for the game. I can only work with the same stuff you guys are working with. I've never seen grass like that fly up. I mean, ever. Like, even like when I'm weed whacking or something, grass doesn't move like that. That's a good pitch, even though I missed it. That's okay. See, it's easier to pitch with him out of the stretch. And some pitchers do that in real life when they're struggling. Like, I wish you could turn that off. Like, I wish you could just pitch out of the stretch with some guys if you wanted. I guess I could edit his delivery, but see, you hit your spots, you'll strike guys out with it. Just don't do it very often with him.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Rumko.
Hit a real nice single his first at bat.
Watch out, 21.
He's been busy today. Everything's been hit to center field. Yeah, Ars, glad they're working for you. A quick little plug. I did put the PayPal donation for Sim Sports Gaming. I had some people ask about, like, where could they go to donate. And I don't need. I didn't want to put my personal one, so I just put the Sim Sports Gaming. They have a PayPal, the site that hosts these. That I literally like host the links to the videos and stuff like this, and they have a PayPal that we use. I would much rather it just go there, and that helps us kind of keep that site up. Eventually, helps us to write, get some writers paid, stuff like that. So I would much rather see that go to there. So if you are interested, there is a link. I actually put it in the Operation Sports thread, but it's also there's a donation link on the SSG website, sinsportsgaming.com. And thank you for even considering that. That's super awesome. We've done some other things like some game giveaways. We'll get game licenses and things like that with that money. So. They got their bullpen up nice and early today. Ooh, that is hit well, but I don't think it's going to go. Damn, if I'd squared that up a little bit better. That's probably a home run there.
The right fielder, number 4, Cameron.
Look at that, Tigers. So are the Royals, though. The Orioles. Again, see, this is just early. Like, if people... No, I'm not seeing enough of this, I'm not seeing enough of that. Like, well, how many games have you played? Like 9? It's just, it doesn't mean anything. Like, even in the NFL, I mean, that's barely half a season. Too small sample size. And, you know, bad seasons happen. Players, and you can look at baseball, you know, statistics. Players will have a good year and then a bad year and then a good year, and it happens. If everything was as predictable as I think some people want, why would you even play? Variety is what, you know, it keeps it interesting. You create your own storylines, and that's the whole thing. Like, I've never understood why people, I want to follow the real life schedule and I want to have the exact same lineups. And I mean, why? Just watch real baseball and use that time for something else. I've never understood that. Not to mention, if you want to do that, they have that whole live series or whatever it's called, like the Play Now, using the live, you know, you can actually play the real life schedule. So it's always been a mystery, but to each their own. Hold over that again. God, we're making this pitcher look really good.
Now batting.
He's really not. Like, I'm seeing his pitches just fine. I'm just taking scrubby swings. Just getting no pressure on him. Nobody on base since really the first inning. Oh, goodness. Oh boy.
Leading up for the Royals.
Yeah, I appreciate that, RS. Yeah, again, the donations are, that's awesome. That's really cool. I mean, another just really cool thing that we appreciate is just checking out some sports gaming for different leagues and stuff. I mean, there's an MLB The Show league. We have just restarted up our golf club society. That's such a great game if you're into golf, or just even want to. Maybe you're not into golf. Maybe you suck and you'd rather just play on a video game. That's me. I play it in real life. I'm pretty bad, so definitely. Ooh, geez, definitely get more enjoyment playing in the golf club. Although right now I would love to be able to go golf right now. Very nice. God, I hate pitching with Matthew Boyd. No, we're not going to throw that. We're going to throw a fastball.
That's out. Ball 4.
Wow. Oh my goodness. 53 pitches. He's doing okay.
The shortstop, Kelvin Gutierrez.
No, that's low.
That's 5 straight balls. Come on, Boyd.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lucky there.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Nicky Lowe.
Oh, that's out.
Another ball to center field. And see, that'd be cool. Like if the
Now
more
batting,
reps he got
center
like that
fielder,
he starts to
Win.
progress that position learning quicker. You know, if you just set him out there in left field and he gets no balls hit to him, is he really getting better? I mean, it should still increase with some experience, but to me, it's like in a game like this, it should be like, oh, I want to see it. I wonder if his defensive rating went up at all this game, and not that like he should be going up 5 points for catching 6 fly balls or something like that, but it'd just be cool to see like, oh, he had a really active day, he had a diving catch, and look at that, his familiarity with center field went up a point. I mean, that'd be a really cool thing. I guess we need to ask him to put it in Diamond Dynasty, and then we'd probably see it in franchise.
0-1's the count.
I wish they'd bring back fictional players to Diamond Dynasty, and I think I'm the only person on Earth who liked the original Diamond Dynasty. Like, I loved shopping for cards of just, you had no idea who they were. It was just so fun. I just thought that was the coolest thing. I get it that I get it would never replace what they have now, nor should it be. I mean, they have a really nice setup that people like, but I would love if there was like a whole separate like fictional version, because that's where I'd be hanging out. I just thought that was so fun. And, like, just falling in love with these like fictional, just goofy dudes, like some crazy stance, and it's like, oh, this guy's amazing. It was so fun.
The count is full.
I'm hitting the spots a little bit better now, but got men on base. Let's throw that slider.
Nope. Ball 4.
75 pitches, still doing all right. Soler though.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge.
That's
Go
a good
there.
pitch.
0-1. 1-1.
Good pitch too, so I wanted that. I've never seen this many balls hit to our center fielder. I mean, Daniel, technically I own the website, so I mean it does, but I for tax purposes and stuff, I keep it all separate. I don't ever touch that. Yeah. It's its own thing. It's just a lot easier that way. So it all pretty much sits there. We actually have a board of directors and stuff that we share all the finance stuff. And again, it's nothing major. It's just little purchases. Like I said, website security, hosting. I mean, hosting's $1,000 a year easily. Just little stuff. It's just stuff like that usually. We can probably pitch again. So I'm not going to get anybody up just yet. That's a nice hit there against the shift.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Roma.
But I enjoy this stuff. I like working on the website and stuff. It's just always been a hobby of mine.
1-0.
I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy sharing it with people. It's fun playing your franchise with people watching, and I try to do the same for people. It's just hard to find time, as much time as you really want.
Nope, that's down.
Always watch these 3-0 pitches. They're still important just to keep an eye on. And you want to know what he just threw. Probably won't see a changeup again now, as he just threw a changeup.
Ball 4, pitch is down.
No, Reyes is a really good bunter.
Now batting, the center fielder.
He's also a pretty good hitter.
Reyes.
I would be really tempted to do this if it was like a 0-0 game or something like that. Oh, he's actually claiming a bunt. Look at that. Wow. So never mind. That's really aggressive. Oh my gosh, I saw that pitch so well. Just couldn't stay back. It looks like a lot like a slider at times. This game's neat how like the same pitch can look different. Like that one slid more. The last few ones were more just kind of top to bottom. Really gotta keep your eye on the ball. Ooh, unlucky there. That would have been a double play. I didn't hit that well. He's got really good contact. He's not a huge strikeout guy. But, I mean, I could hit into a triple play, and there's no way. Can't steal here. Wow. That ball is just hanging there. Well, we're finally putting some pressure on.
Third baseman.
We had actually probably our best clutch hitter up, Harold Castro. This guy usually we pinch hit in situations like this. And they're not going to their bullpen here. Don't need to be a hero here. Just good contact. Preferably something in the air. But good contact's the key. Good contact anywhere. Damn. Ooh, nice catch. Don't swing unless you're confident you can make good contact. Even with 2 strikes, honestly, with men on base, I'm not looking to put the ball in play here. I want good contact. That was close. Oh, that's a big play. Go, go, go. Everybody run. Everybody run. Keep running. Yes.
Now batter, designated hitter.
Caught the first one he dove for earlier in the game. That's one you probably want to keep in front of you. I love how he just... What is that? There's that Reddit group called Instant Regret or whatever. I think we just saw... We should submit this to Instant Regret tonight. Oh yeah, one batter too late. We have to see this replay though. This is hilarious. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Jesse Hahn. We'll take a look at that in a sec. I gotta see this replay. This is too awesome. We have to submit this to Instant Regret. Wait a second. Let's see here. So... Wait a minute. Come on, go backwards. I'm so bad at using this, apparently. Okay, let's try this again. Look at that confidence. I think I've done this once. I'll do it again. Look at that right there. That's instant regret. As the ball's just rolling. The ball's just rolling away. That is just so good. Imagine if a player did this, I'd feel so bad. Like how he jumps to his feet though, and then is like pondering life instead of just staying on the ground. That's pretty good. There's still nobody out. So Miguel looking to, again, something over here. Something over here is going to score that run. Good pitch to do it on. Let's take a quick look at Jesse Hahn. It's per 9. He's got a pretty good, well, he's definitely put the ball in play against this guy. Nothing to really write home about. He throws a couple fastballs, pretty traditional repertoire. So with this at bat, I'm literally telling myself, just pause. Instead of looking fastball, breaking ball, I'm saying, like have a little hitch in my swing. Just pause an extra half millisecond or whatever it is, and process if I can put that ball to right field. And then I do that. Don't do that. Oh, we're gonna try and score though. Yeah, we did. That's not an RBI, obviously.
Second base.
That was pretty aggressive. I kind of regretted doing that. But it was interesting that even... I mean, it's a tag play. I'll take the run, though. I don't care. Screw the Royals. Jeez, I thought I hit that really well.
Now batting, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Oh, that's off the plate.
We just scored 4 runs in the 6th. Hell yeah, Tigers. We're still batting.
That's ball 2.
I mean, it seems a little crazy. Like, you know, could this Tiger team actually be decent? I mean, no is the real life answer, but I mean, we're getting good pitching, and they did add some bats this year, so. And again, we're still below 500. That's a really nice pitch. Ah, I felt like I hit that okay. Alright, big inning. Still got Boyd up. See if he can give us 6.
Leading up for the Royals, the right fielder, Hunter.
However, we are not going to let this linger. Should I sit Daniel Bard for now? I'll go with Alex Wilson. There we go. There we go, Matthew Boyd. Let's go. I'm going to put this ball just outside. Just nothing. It'll show me fastball there.
The count is 1-2.
That's what I like to see after scoring 4 runs.
The catcher, number 13.
They have some pop in their lineup, so a key, I'm going to throw a curveball here. A key is just keeping guys off base here. You know, they say that really the best thing you can do as a pitcher to limit power, right? To limit home runs. So you're facing a guy like this with power, and it works in this game too. It's movement is really your most important thing. It's not velocity. It's using movement to your advantage. And again, that's making the assumption that they have more power than contact. It's always harder to move, or you know, to hit something that's moving, right? And that applies even more. Now you can still throw fastballs like I'm going to do here, just keep it out of the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
But a lot of those are just bait pitches. You're just trying to keep the hitter's timing off. And it's just the exact same stuff used in real life. So now we're going to go curveball, shake off the catcher, and it throws him. And go ahead and swing at that. I don't trust him to hit that. He has a pretty good curveball.
Number 66.
And I just don't trust that he's going to make good contact with it. Yeah, eat it, Salvador Perez. 87 pitches. He's doing okay.
0-1.
He's pitching his best baseball right now. Well, it took him 6 innings. This is, I mean, especially considering the early importance of this game. This is his best start for sure. Knock on wood. I wanted to get that pitch over.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I shouldn't have put this curveball a little high. Beautiful.
I got the count. 2-2.
Oh,
There you go.
dang. I'm going to strike out the side. Slider time though. We're going to throw the slider, my friend. Come on, Cameron. Don't want base runners.
The third baseman, number
I
7.
might try and take him out here.
Michael
Let's give it a look here.
Bronco.
Yeah, I think it's time. But pretty good job there. That's the start of the season. Didn't go as long as I would like, but I just don't want to take the risk. They made that mistake in the last inning, right? Again, one of the game. I don't think it was a bad decision they left him in. It's 50-50.
Your attention,
But
please.
this is one of the reasons I have a lot of people saying, you know, I don't know, I'm only like 18th in the league and a lot of different stats, but I'm leading my division. I mean, what can I do with your sliders? It's not a slider issue, guys. You guys are smarter than the AI. If you know baseball, you just are. That's a huge advantage, especially when you apply it to 162 games. It's huge. So again, it's just up to you if you want to, you know, make the sliders so difficult that, like, yeah, oh boy, yeah, you lose a realistic amount of time, but your stats are probably trash because of that. So it's like, it's just finding that middle ground. Good game. It's tough, but again, I wish that's where I wish they had different settings like that, because I get most people probably don't play the game like maybe we want to do it, like ultra realism. I totally get that. There's a lot of just casual people, they like baseball, they want to hit home runs, and I truly mean it. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic. Like, I totally understand why they would want the game like that. But you know, just give us the option, right? Give us that option to do that. We got some power guys. Well, not quite yet. So we might go to Daniel Bard here if we need him. Alright, no harm yet. Man on second. Oh, they did score a run on that though. There was some harm.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
So, you know, do we go after, which hitter here do we go after? I mean, he's batting 229 even though he's a lefty. So I don't have to just put something in there for him to groove though. That's a really nice pitch. Get this one out of the zone here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, I can't believe we made contact on that.
Two, count. The count is full, 3-2. That's ball 4.
Oh. It's okay.
Now batting.
No, I can't take him out yet, right?
Kelvin
Okay.
Gutierrez.
Yeah, not yet. Next batter we can, though. Well, I'm just looking here to think how we want to play this here. Okay, yeah, we're okay. Let's go after him.
Ball, that's outside.
Mm.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Should jam him here. Nope, didn't put it where I needed to. Oh man. It's a crazy game today. Oh, sorry, Matthew Boyd.
The batter, number 1, second
Yeah,
baseman.
it's not a good pitch. I tried to jam him in after 2 sliders.
Lowe.
Well, decision time, because if he doesn't get him out, well, he's okay to go in lefty on lefty. He's not doing great against lefties, but I'm actually going to leave Alex Wilson and one more batter here. Got no confidence right now. Two nice pitches there. Good job, Alex Wilson.
Oh.
Man, this Rose killing me. Yeah, really, it is about a 7-inning game, but we got to keep that lead. And it's more an 8. It's yeah, right. It's a 7-inning game, so.
Leading off for Detroit, the right fielder.
Yeah, please do hit the like button. Definitely. I don't really care about the like button. Be honest with that. If you don't like it, I don't care. Hit the not like button. I don't do this for anything other than just because it's fun. But definitely, I do like the subscriptions. I mean, that definitely helps. Again, just kind of getting more of the word out. So, before we get into this inning here, let's get our next inning set up. Let's set these guys down. Oh, well, we're definitely putting our good bullpen guys up. Unfortunately, Farmer can't really pitch today. So I'm probably going to go with, actually, Cedeno next inning. That's their big bats. He hasn't given up a run all year. He's got a good home run per 9, so he's our guy. And then we'll probably go Jimenez the 8th. I hope we can just get a lead at some point. We got some other options, though. So that's next inning.
Oh, that's low.
Oh, how the hell did I miss that?
You got 2 balls.
One too early? It's going to drop. It's not a good swing. I tried to move the cursor, I just didn't get it over there in time.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Do you guys have any interest in an NCAA 14 stream? If I started a brand new one, like I want to actually use the editor and get it set up so it's like the 2019, like the actual like game date says 2019, and just think that'd be a lot of fun. And now they're playing him straight up. Yeah, a good steal situation. Salvador Perez has got a good arm though, and we don't have that slow pitcher in anymore. I'm just pausing to think here a minute. But the most important thing in these situations, don't overthink it. Still take good at bats. I mean, the steal, if I see an opportunity, maybe we will, but it's not something I'm just worried about the at bat at this point. Yeah, I might try to work on that this week. I've used the editor before. It's pretty cool, and you get the 4-game playoff and everything. It's pretty awesome. Oh, should have let that go. I tried to hit that into the hole and did a terrible job at it. Ooh, nice pitch. Damn. Damn, Nico.
Now batting, number 14.
his curveball dives a lot more than the starter. Those animations are really bad. Like, have you ever seen an outfielder, especially with men on base, ever run to a ball like that casually? And then, like, just spin around and... I do wonder, and again, I mean no disrespect with this, but, like, I just wonder how much baseball those guys watch, and it's totally cool. I mean, I get it. Like, their job isn't to watch baseball, it's to build a baseball game. And while similar, I mean, there's no obligation to know how they spend their free time, but there's just a lot of wonky things you see with animations. And I get it, like, those things happen, but it's just like year after year. Like, you don't ever see a player run like that to a ball. You just, I mean, never, ever, ever.
At the ball.
Just those little things. But overall, again, I mean, it really is a fantastic gameplay game. I guess when I criticize it, it's just more, it's constructive criticism, because, I mean, it's more looking for things like, you know, boy, how could you take this to the next level? And it'd be things like that. 3-0. No, I'm not gonna let him swing. Oh, yeah, not close. That's a live ball, so if you ever felt like you could take third base or something like that, you definitely can. It is a live ball. Come on, Victor.
Off the plate, ball 1.
I will take a lead like this when there's 2 outs, because you can see that they don't hold you on the base with 2 outs, so which is pretty normal. I mean, they're focused on just having good defensive alignment at this point. Oh God, I'm so glad I checked my swing. Too early. Now I won't take my big lead, just because I have the steal on, and I don't want them to get picked off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional 7th inning.
I also love the option, I think I've said it before, but like, for these moments, I want to pick the celebration my guy does, or the frustration that they show, or whatever. Like, you have 4 buttons, give me 4 options, like, really aggressive, pissed off, to, like, just look of despair. That would be a really cool addition.
Your attention.
There he is.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
Xavier Cedeno, who's been disgusting for us. We saw the recap episode. He's the top vote getter for relief pitchers for the All-Star game. Again, very early. Only 16 innings pitched. That can definitely change quickly. But he has not given up a run yet. Knock on wood. That's the hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Gotta be careful here.
He's good.
I honestly think we can get him hitting a double play here. Ah, not with that pitch though.
He's safe.
No. This now becomes an at-bat that if we end up walking him, it is not the worst thing.
I got to count 2-2.
I'm going back to the curveball. Beautiful. I kind of thought if I save that two-seamer, I'm going to try to put it outside the zone where it looks like a strike when I release it.
Now
And he chased it.
the right fielder, Hunter Dozier.
Oh,
He's a breaking ball hitter, so not a good matchup for Cedeno, but I might score. Nope. Just went out, they're going to hold. The throws from the outfield are so inaccurate in this game. And they just, on auto fielding, they don't really hit their cutoff like they should. Like if you saw a throw coming in like that, you'd cut that off every time. It's utterly pointless to let that go through. I throw that offline. I'm feasting on that O'Hearn contact rating. So I think I'm going to leave him in here. He's at how many pitches? 11 pitches. Yeah, he's okay. First and third, though. God, I'm so tempted just to walk him, but I don't really want to waste the pitches. But he's so easy to double up if we can get him to hit into a double play. Super slow. That's going to score him. That should be deep enough with his speed. There you go. I cut that throw. That throw was going into the dugout.
Now batting, number 66.
Bummer. Man, I can't believe they're winning again. That's the first run Cedeno's given up this year. Of course, against the Royals.
One ball, two strikes.
We can
count.
definitely strike him out with a curveball right now.
Three.
There it is. Ugh, I mean, they deserved to winning this game. Without that outfielder kind of mishap, I mean, it'd be 4-1.
Gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Royals,
Okay, so let's see here.
number 31, Ian Kennedy.
Yeah, probably going to be Joe Jimenez. New pitcher, I don't mind taking a pitch. Although if we're losing, no, I'm going to stick with Jimenez. Repertoire, a couple fastballs, not the curve. What kind of a shift was that? Oh, he's safe. Are they playing this no doubles defense? That was against a left-handed hitter. That was crazy. They had to have been playing no doubles defense. Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that. I saw that outside. I was just like, oh, I could probably just dump this in the left field. Then I hit it right to the guy. I mean, look at that. Now, I don't really have much for speed. I mean, Demerit could come in and even play third. It's a little bit more speed. That might not be that bad. But I don't really see I mean, we're just tying it. I might want Castro for some extra inning at bat, so I'm okay. Hit over his head. Damn. He's a good left fielder, good glover.
Second baseman, Jonathan Jones.
So he has the breaking ball quirk, but that doesn't mean you don't look for fastball. Again, it's still most important to make good contact. Swinging poorly at a pitch they're good at hitting does you no good. He's got pretty good K per 9. I was just wondering if I wanted to put the runner in motion at all, but I don't think so.
Inside, ball 4.
CJ Cron's hit a couple big home runs for us recently. Not that we need one here. Let us take a hit. He also got out a lot for us. Oh, damn. Why was I swinging like that? Check my timing, though. Really slow. I thought that was the four-seamer.
That's ball 4.
Or maybe not a better hitter so far this year.
Cameron Maben, your attention
Good pitcher.
please. Now pitching for the Royals, number 58, Scott Barlow.
Righties are hitting him better. And that's actually a good matchup for Cameron Maben because he actually hits righties better than lefties. So little things like that, right? I'm not even thinking about a pinch hitter here. See if it pays off. There's Barlow's ratings. Nice K per 9. Makes sense why they'd bring him in this situation.
No, that's down.
That's a great first pitch for us. It's out of the zone. It lets me see his fastball. Lets me see his delivery. Primary pitch is a slider, though. Again, looking fastball, reacting to breaking ball. Oh, man. All right. Oh my god, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? I think I went right over top of it.
Now batting, shortstop, Nico.
That's the first slider he's throwing. That's his primary pitch, too. Where did I swing? Yeah, right over it. Damn. So Nico doesn't, he's kind of a feast or famine, right? Not great clutch. But we don't really have many other options. I mean, he would be a better option, but I mean, it's kind of silly to, let's just roll. He's hit some big home runs for us, so he deserves a spot here. Man, this is the story of our season, though. Runners in scoring position. I wish they tracked that. Sounds like a team stat. Man, just would have been so bad.
One ball, one strike.
But everything can change. Should regress to the mean at some point. Like right now. Oh, dang it. Nico. Ah. Oh, wow. Bummer. Yeah, Danny, I'd like to see them throw it back. That'd be cool. No, not always. If they throw less than 10, I mean, it's more situational for me. I don't worry so much about pitch count.
Michael Rumko.
Yeah, that's the Tigers. But again, it's important to keep it a one-run game. He's struggled a little bit this year.
Number
But
77.
it's been better as of late. His last outing, I think, was a little bit rough.
Ball, that's in.
That's not a good pitch. Got lucky there.
Oh.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
I'll stick with his fastball a little bit.
2 balls, no
Come on,
strike.
Joe.
That's out. Hey! It's out. It's 3 and 1. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I'll go with the slider.
down.
That's good. Just as good as a strikeout. Get a guy to take a bad swing. Not quite as good.
Now
But
batting.
as long as your guy can field the ball and throw it.
Kelvin Gutierrez.
I got the count 0-2.
With a fastball high here. Good job, Joe Jimenez. You had bases loaded, what, 3 times this game? You had the one hit that I guess was a triple, scored 3. A lot of guys left on base.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Good teams don't do
Now
that.
pitching for the Royals, number 54.
So Tim Hill, we're going to pinch hit here, but let's get a look at Tim Hill. Girls, pretty standard repertoire. Take a timeout here.
Time is out.
Who to put in here? I feel like maybe these guys would be decent. I'll put Junior Candelario here.
Your attention please. Pinch hitting for the
Put him
Tigers,
straight up
number
against the lefty.
46. Gamer Candelario.
So, submarine guy, right? They're real simple with these guys, but it's in this game, real life, or Diamond Dynasty. Just don't worry about the windup. Just watch where he releases the ball. That's all that matters. Just pretend it's a pitching machine, like you're at the batting cage. Doesn't matter the windup. That's not a good swing. Tried to check my swing. It's probably both for.
Now batting. The catcher, Austin Roma.
Yeah, I think ball 4. That was a bad swing. I mean, if nobody on base, we don't need to start getting too crazy. Yeah, we need base runners at this point, so. But I do also want to get. Oops. Come on, take a timeout. What's going on with my controller? There we go.
Count. Inside, ball 1. Count 2-2.
Oh, damn. Jeez. Yeah, I just read that way too soon.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
Brian, remind me I can check the stats here for the minor leaguers if you wanted to see something in particular. But first, we have to finish our comeback.
Count 1-0.
Looking for something low in the zone here. So too low. Alright, gotta look everywhere now. Let's still be patient.
That's ball 2. Ball down. 3-2.
3-2 counts on all three of these guys. He's struck them both out so far. Ooh, gosh. That was just too close. I just swung the bat. Oh, yeah.
Ball 4. That pitch is in.
Whew. I'm sweating from that at bat.
Now batting, third baseman, Harold Castro.
Well, I wish they'd bring in a righty here. He can still hit okay. I mean, 62. Yeah, I think we gotta go Jordy Mercer here. I always learn to read these because sometimes you make the wrong subs. Yes, that's what I
Your
want to do.
attention, please. Pinch hitting for Detroit, number 9, Jordy Mercer.
Ball 1.
Starting to get tired.
That's the ball.
He's throwing a lot of pitches to just 3 batters or so. Oh my god, what the hell?
He's out.
Just what I was looking for too. Just wanted to hit a breaking ball. No, that's a bummer loss. Well, again, we only 4 hits, guys. I mean, that's why we lost here. Again, we're 0-6 now against the Royals. Let's check some things out here.
Score tonight. First for the victorious
6 walks, though. Again, we were drawing walks. We're just not hitting well. And a lot of that's just me. Combined with just a team that's not very good.
4 runs on 4 hits.
Oh, excuse me. 9 strikeouts, so that's good to see. We had our chances. I mean, there's no doubt we could have scored like 10 runs this game.
21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Boyd pitched pretty well. Better than he has, at least. So Daniel gives up his first run of the year. Takes the loss. Let's do some batting average, ball and play real quick. Ours will be pretty low, I'm thinking. Oop, my little tab went away on my phone. 1 second here, I gotta find the calculator. I quit using that Captain Calculator one. It was super quirky. And I'm using it's one called FueledBySports.com. They have a pretty nice setup. So anyway, 32 at-bats for the Tigers. We had a whopping 4 hits. We had 0 home runs, right? Yeah, no home runs. We had no sack flies. And we had 9 strikeouts. So our batting average ball in play, was a 174. Really, really bad. I mean, the fact that we were even in this game, again, it kind of speaks to the whole baseball IQ thing, right? We were able to keep a team that played really poorly in this game. Probably like to see the AI have a little bit more killer instinct. For the Royals, these have been pretty good lately. Let's see, they've had 33 at-bats. They had 10 hits. They had at least 1 home run. Yeah, just the 1. Sacrifice fly, they had 1. Strikeouts, they had 7. So they were at 346. So again, theirs was plenty high. Nothing wrong with that. That's going to happen. How many? We walked 3. Okay. Pitcher analysis. Don't really even have to check this much anymore. It's been pretty good. First pitch for them was really low. That probably explains why we had 6 walks today. Things look pretty good there. Batting analysis, this has been much more improved, at least in my games. 17% foul ball, 16 for them. Again, just right on pitches that we swung at. Yeah, pretty good. So 24%, it's just a tick high. Royals 26, again, just a tick high there, but nothing crazy, especially with a guy like Boyd pitching and me being pretty. Everybody I pitched today was pretty much a strikeout guy. So pretty normal stuff. So tough loss for the Tigers, but they were the better team. We can check some minor stuff. Ryan, what did you have in mind that you wanted to see again? Remind me. I will go and save some things here while we do that. Let's see. I'm just getting caught up in the chat here too. Have I had an ejection this year? I haven't, Bill. No. Oh, I see, Ryan. You did put that up there. Okay, so minors, just how guys like. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't trade those guys for Bell. I mean, off the top of my head, I don't need him that bad. He's a first baseman at the end of the day. You can find a first baseman just about anywhere. Yeah, I'm really surprised that the Pirates even had him on the trade block, and I agree. They probably want to give up something pretty good for him. Yeah, I imagine MLB probably doesn't want to see ejections in the games. It's kind of like how Madden took out concussions and stuff like that, and how they took out in Madden 92 when an ambulance used to come on the field and run your players over. If you haven't seen that, please look that up on YouTube, because it is an amazing event. That was the first Madden I ever played, Madden 92. I must have been, I mean, my goodness, middle school? I don't even remember. No, elementary school. But that was a great game. Yeah, Blue Moon stuff would be really cool. So yeah, we're going to look at those guys here in just a second. And again, there's really not much to speculate on the Bell trade at all. I mean, again, we just lost this game. We're 15-17 now. I would at least wait until after the draft to kind of see what that sort of looks like. Can we start moving some guys to get some other players some spots, kind of get them some action. There's not expanded minor leagues in this game, so you need a place for your rookies to go, at least for that next season. I don't mind if they sit in A-ball the second half of this year, but in real life, I mean, they go right to a rookie camp, right, and they start playing that second half year. And again, just little things. It's a lot to put in a video game. Totally can respect that. All right, so let's go and see here. So if we look at our minor leagues, starting in AA, the only way you can see their stats is right here on this screen. Actually, I take that back. I guess we can go to team stats. So if we look at pitchers, we can just kind of sort by innings pitched. So Matt Manning is 2-1, ERA of 3.838. Again, looking pretty good. See his ratings at this point. He's a guy who could probably come up and probably play in the majors right now. Might not do too well, but I mean, he would hold his own and probably, continues to progress and whatnot. I don't think I have Riley Green. I kept him in A because he's so young still that I try to keep those teenage aged players down in A ball for a little while. Alex Fido is another big prospect for the Tigers, although not so much in this roster apparently. Who else here? That's probably it for the double A pitchers. What about triple A pitchers? We flip over to them. Kyle Funkhauser, former first round pick, I think. But again, just kind of plateauing. Bo Burrows, another first round pick. Again, probably he has nice stamina. Could definitely fill out a rotation, probably end of the rotation kind of guy. Here's a guy who's played in the minor league systems for quite a while, I believe, but has never made it to the majors. But joined the Tigers organization. So 26, but again, probably just roster filler. Here's Casey Mize, so 3.26 ERA. He's pitched about 19 innings. Just 4 games. So again, just a very, very small sample size. You can see his ratings here. And he's up to a 70 again. He could probably come up and pitch right now. He is 22. But again, not a huge rush. Not a big rush to do that. I also wish that the game would actually change their contracts to major league contracts when they were called up, instead of just keeping them making $60K or something like that. It's kind of silly. Tarek Skubal, I should say, just pitched 12 innings so far. Again, really nice potential. A lefty. I probably won't be able to pitch with him because he's a lefty, so I'll probably ruin his career. Who else on this list here? That's probably it for pitchers. Let's go. We can go look at some hitters really quick. So position players, we'll start. Let's go. Let's go back to Double A first. So looking at bats, Isaac Paredes is again a pretty nice prospect for the Tigers, infielder. Again, probably a guy who could make a stint right now, but you certainly don't want to call up a guy to be your utility infielder and sit the bench when he has A or B potential, and he's just 20. So that's the reason why he's not going to be coming up anytime soon, at least. Probably, at the absolute earliest after the trade deadline, but even then, he's probably not going to be on the team this year. Daz Cameron, the son of Mike Cameron, pretty promising prospect there in center field. I'd love to see that those defensive ratings keep climbing if possible. He's got nice speed, but again, probably a little ways away still for him. Let's see, who else here? Cody Clemens, University of Texas. Roger Clemens' son. He can only play second base, and if he doesn't improve his fielding, I can promise you he'll never play second base for me. So that's on the Double A level. Excuse me, if we go to Triple A, Kenny Vargas doing a terrible job, but just kind of a veteran guy, obviously, but found that interesting when I looked earlier. This guy has an amazing name, Brock Death Rage, it looks like. That's just an awesome name. So, I don't know anything really about this guy, but has he ever played before? Nope. He's got really nice speed, so again, this could be a guy that you could see on the roster. If we were, there's been a number of times where I wish I had a better pinch runner. He can play outfield. He's got a pretty good arm. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I could see this guy coming up on the team at some point this year. We can start hitting better. I probably will need a pinch runner, but right now it's just we just need more hitters. Derek Hill used to be a pretty promising prospect for the Tigers. Good outfielder, good speed. Again, I'm assuming you're looking at their stats on the top of the screen there. That's why I'm not scrolling over. Devil Lugo is probably going to be our first call-up at some point. Again, maybe a guy we dangle in a trade, but he's got a great arm. Again, really more suited as a third baseman. Again, a perfect example of a guy that I wish could have his position switch from third to second naturally. I wish it would organically switch that if I played him more at third, or if I could position lock him in AAA to get him more experience, because he's not a second baseman, at least with these ratings. He's totally fine as a third baseman. Really nice arm. Even maybe shortstop with that arm, but second base, why the hell would he be primary second base with ratings like that? Again, he's had some experience in the majors. and he's doing a pretty decent job so far. And I do like to look at their performance a little bit more than even the ratings, even though his ratings are lower. I would be totally comfortable calling him up at age 25. Again, he's already played for a couple of years in the majors. Willie Castro is a guy I know the Tigers are pretty high on. I believe he's played. Yeah, he played last year in the majors. And again, a guy that could come up and fill in for an injury probably right now if need be. This is Kirk Gibson's son, Cam Gibson. Also bats left like his dad. So, yeah, there's the minors. There's a quick look at the minors. So I'm going to check the chat one more time here. See what else is going on. Guys, thanks for watching these streams. It's always fun having people here and talking baseball. Yeah, Detroit's definitely got some potential with pitchers, Ryan. I mean, you just never know though. They're all an injury away, and yeah, no, totally. Jim Leyland was always a big believer in that. Like he would tell Dave Dombrowski all the time, you know, don't if you're gonna, I don't want these young kids. I don't care how promising they are. If they cannot be in the lineup every day, I don't want them here. Like it's just a waste of their talent. And I'm a huge believer in that. And again, when the Tigers were a pretty good team with Leland, I mean, we had a lot of veterans, and it's the same thing. So like it was like when Verlander and stuff was coming up, and Joel Zamaya, he was very adamant about those guys. Like, do you want these guys? Like, yes, but only if you're okay with me playing them. And that's why they made the team, because he wanted them. He's like, I think these guys can absolutely contribute right now. And this is 2006, and they both did. I think that was Verlander's rookie year. Or was it his second year? Maybe I think it was like his first full year or something like that. But so when they had Curtis Granderson and stuff like that, but yeah, he was adamant about that. He didn't want to have a Jules Amaya just sit there. And the same thing, like, oh, we should baby this guy and only put him in low leverage things. He was totally the opposite. That's why one of the reasons I really like Jim Leyland. He's just like, no, if he's my best guy, I don't care if he's 21 or 41. Like, I want the best guy in that situation, and that's why we saw Jules Amaya. Bless his heart, he couldn't keep himself healthy, but God, he was so fun to watch. He was so good. So yeah, really, really cool. But yeah, thanks, Bill. Thanks, guys. So guys, real quick again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the easiest way for me to kind of let people know when I'm streaming without like blasting all over the world and bothering people with like Twitter posts and everything else. So those things usually happen kind of post stream, where it'll kind of repost it for anybody who wants to watch the replay. But yeah, again, I appreciate it, guys. Again, if you anybody is interested, there's that donation link there on the SSG site. That's the best place if you did want to do something like that. That'd be super cool. That money goes to the site, to the leagues that we run for server space. I mean, we've bought little utilities to like run online drafts and stuff, and just little stuff like that. Occasional game licenses, things like that. So, but yeah, that's gonna be the best way to do that. And again, really, the best support you can do is just by checking out our streams, being active like you guys are in the chat. It's always fun having people in, not just the MLB streams, but I've been doing the head coach one, which is just super fun. Just love that game. And then I think a brand new NCAA one I want to do. So I'm trying to think of like a schedule to do this, because I don't want to be streaming like every day. I mean, this isn't something I'm looking to do as a career or anything like that. It's just fun. It's kind of a nice little break for me. It probably gives my wife some time away from me bothering her. So, like I said, just a few times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, I like to do these sort of things. And but I also know, I imagine it's maybe helpful to see a schedule, because I know at least with this stream, I get a lot of people in here live. So anyway, just little things I'm tossing around. But if you have suggestions, I'm always open to it. Constructive criticism is helpful for everybody in all walks of life. So again, if there's things that you guys would like to see more of, less of, that I can actually change, like I can't take Heidi Watney out of the game. I'm sorry. I cannot make your outfielders not jog to fly balls. I'm sorry. So anyway, again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's going to be the most helpful thing. And yeah, again, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I'm glad these sliders are working so well, and that we're lucky to have a really, really good game here as a base. As much as sometimes I can get critical about it, I just have pretty high standards with this stuff. And it's a compliment to that studio, because I think they are capable of still pushing this game further. Getting it at an NBA 2K level, which to me is still the highest upper echelon game that's ever existed. And I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but that is the best sports game I've ever played in my life. And I would just love to see Madden and MLB The Show, and even NHL. I mean, those are all sports, truthfully, I like more than NBA basketball. I would love to see those games get to that level. Um, yeah, so again, that's where that criticism comes from. I am okay dishing it. I'm perfectly okay taking it as well. So again, if you have suggestions, just let me know. But again, thanks for watching, guys. The next official time I'll be streaming is going to be Wednesday night. I don't know what game it's going to be. I might even get a stream up sooner than that because we have our NFL head coach draft coming up soon, which is going to be really fun. And I want to start that NCAA stream too. So one of those might be Wednesday. I'm not really sure. Again, as we're getting into the baseball and people are doing more of their own franchises now and getting settled with sliders, I probably won't be streaming this game multiple times a week. I'd still like to do it at least once a week because I know people appreciate that. So, but anyway, that's it. Just kind of talking out loud. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.